Hello guys, Archangel here, and this is Rome Total War Online Battle number 6, and it is a 2v2 battle. I command the Seleucids, my ally, my friend as well, Georfrie. He commands Armenia, and our enemies control the two Roman houses of Brutii and Julii. Have a look at our allied army first. I have 4 units of archers, gold, 4 units even of silver shield pikemen, gold, and 5 units of cataphracts, gold. Georfrie, he has 6 units of cataphracts, or is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units of cataphracts, gold. I think that was probably breaking the CWD rules actually. Maybe it wasn't any rules, I can't remember. And he has 4 units of heavy spearmen, 3 gold, and 1 silver. I'll have a look at both of the Roman armies. First, the Brutii, he has 1 unit of auxilia, which are silver bronze or something like that, and then he has this big clump of troops here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to say 6 units of urban cohorts, bronze. Behind that he has, I think it's 6 units of archer auxilia, bronze, and then 6 units triarii, bronze. There's a Roman armour general, silver bronze, and that's Green's army, so Lacon cavalry there for Green. Now for the Red Army, he has 1, 2 units of early legionary cohort. I think they want to soak up arrows or something like that because they're in loose formation there, silver. And he has 4 units of urban cohort, bronze. This was 15k each, by the way, I think. And he has 4 units of Praetorian cavalry, silver. 2 units triarii, bronze. And so yeah, both armies are pretty stacked together at the moment. We've got each cataphract flank coming out on the left and right, but there isn't going to be some combat for a while because everyone's just manoeuvring their armies. They go into some, well, you can actually see what they're making here. They're making half a hexagon basically to defend from, but I'm going to skip to combat now, and here we go. Okay, so right now our archers are skirmishing off. I'm managing to get some nice shots into this big clump of troops here, which is, well, they're bound to hit them really. Probably should have been using flaming arrows, they're less accurate but do more damage, and you can't really get any less accurate when you're firing into a clump of troops like that. You're bound to hit someone. And as you can see, a lot of them are dropping dead, so a lot of the urban cohort especially are getting hit. 81 in that unit and only 56 in the next unit, so they are taking quite a lot of shots. My cataphracts now, no archers here, so they can just happily walk around, out of range of the peeler of course. And my ally, we've got a spearman set up like this here, and his cataphracts are running around here. And they are taking some flaming arrows at the moment, which is not good at all. As you can see, it's killed a few horses there. He's got all his triarii and his 1 unit of auxilia lined up here, ready to take on the cataphracts. It's a good tactic played by Green, actually taking only 1 unit of cavalry but a lot of spearmen, but he has to deal with the extra speed of the cataphracts compared to his spearmen by staying very tight in his formation, which they have done. They've formed nearly a noob square now, half a noob square, 3/4 even. And Red is now going to charge his triarii and all of his Praetorian cavalry at my cataphracts right now. And I'm moving he's charging all his army into my cataphracts actually. I actually didn't see it until the last moment here, which often happens to me actually, but I didn't lose anyone in my general unit here, but I am going to turn it around and attack, and my silver shield pikemen now have caught all of his infantry out of formation because he's just gone control all, attack cataphracts for some reason. And my cataphracts did get out in the end, and they're going to turn now and hit the Praetorian cavalry right in the back while their spearmen are far behind. All my other cataphracts can now flank this line of Praetorian cavalry, which is very useful for me, especially if we can get their general unit down, which is what I'm trying to do now, piling into that general unit while these two come round the side here. Just leaving my spearmen there for the time being, but they will join the fight soon, and I'm getting a nice flanking shot on there, and here come the triarii, which are very dangerous. And these guys are just going to circle, looking for their spot to charge. I'm going to leave him out in reserve for now, just in case. As you can see, their Praetorian cavalry are losing this fight, but the triarii will... and all the peeler firing in right now is really costing me some lives. and they're going to prevent this guy from flanking them, but I'm going to charge straight into these urbans here because I noticed they're weak. And here come my Silver Shield pikemen now. They're going to join in and flank as well. They've still got these early legionary cohorts in loose formation, which isn't really good for a melee fight. I'm going to get my phalanx down here and they're going to get chopped up. And I managed to get these unit cataphracts out, lost a few horses, but they still got out. Meanwhile, nothing's really happening over here. Georfrie's put his spearmen into, and one unit of his cataphracts. He's took out a lot of their infantry, but his spearmen have eventually routed. Because of his superior triarii force, the cataphracts haven't been able to get round the back here, and that's cost him the infantry right there. But I am managing to flank the House of Julii right now, as we can see, and the spearmen are about to get here behind their triarii, which is going to really help my cavalry a lot, because the triarii are doing some damage. I'm leaving my cavalry in though, just so I can get this flanking done, because Green does not have a lot of trained infantry, so my Silver Shield pikemen can take them. I don't necessarily need all my cavalry. And there goes their general, who decides to run into a spear phalanx. And the urbans here are facing my Silver Shield pikemen. The Silver Shield pikemen just standing there, just chilling, waiting, apart from these guys who got stuck behind the spears. And here come more of my Silver Shield pikemen. I'm just going to charge them out of phalanx here to hit them in the back. And my cavalry have now run out, and they're going to run back in straight into the back of these urbans. And the routing of the Reds begins. This unit of urbans here has been completely surrounded by my Silver Shield pikemen, or they have managed to walk out. And now we can see the Romans, the Green Romans, have split their army up very much. They've got all their infantry down the bottom over there, and all the cavalry, archers and spearmen over here, so the cataphracts of Armenia can easily take out their infantry right now. And my general unit gets away and just survives this peeler attack here, manages to dodge all of them actually. Meanwhile the Silver Shield pikemen finish the Roman armies off. Lots of pikemen there, look, all those spears. And I'm going to bring my cataphracts over to the fight at Green because I don't really need them anymore. My spearmen can take down the Romans. Or no, I'm not actually, I'm going to do that in a minute. I'm just going to charge my cataphracts in, throwing people up in the air here. And here come my Silver Shield pikemen out of phalanx formation now. I'm just going to charge in, knife him in the back. And that's going to cause a mass rout for the Romans right there. All he has left is one unit of Praetorian cavalry who's left out of combat the whole time. Well, he was in combat, but I think it routed and then he left it out of combat. So I'm going to charge my tired units all the way over to this side of the map where the real fight's going on now, which I will speed over to. Can't double click and move for some reason in replays, maybe that's just me. But yeah, the Green Roman has lost a couple of his urbans because of these cataphracts just picking them all off one by one, as you can see here. He's lost another unit. And they've completely lost now, they're not going to come back from routing, and a couple of heavy spearmen have come back, well just one unit actually, these guys here. This guy's trying to get back in his unit but they're not letting him in. So 6 units of cataphracts remaining for Armenia, but pretty much full. And they're going to get an urban cohort charge in here without the cataphracts charging. Cataphracts are just going to keep walking along. I don't really mind the urbans here, but the urbans are going to get cut up because of their lack of upgrades here. And here comes a charge from these unit cataphracts, and that is going to rout these guys right here. And yeah, the sheer number of cataphracts is scaring all their urbans. And here comes their general for a heroic charge here, but that's not going to go well for him at all against cataphracts. And he's going to desperately try and get him out here. And as we can see, my cataphracts are coming along now. They're actually taking out my archers, this unit of cavalry here, which is annoying. And the general does eventually survive, and Georfrie will turn his attention on these urbans who attacked his spearmen, which was still turned around, I think. As you can see, my army's slowly approaching the Greens, who are also running their army over, and the heroic general is charging again. And these urbans are getting really cut up by the cataphracts here, and if he's not careful he'll lose all his urbans and just have triarii left for the final fight. What Georfrie doesn't do here is flank the urbans of one unit to cause them to instant rout, so he does lose some cavalry in the end, but not a lot, and he just turns around to face this general who's trying to flank him again, who ends up routing. but I believe he will come back eventually. And the Reds still have this unit Praetorian Cavalry, who are just standing there. As we can see, his Triarii have completely abandoned his Archer Auxilia, and my Cataphracts have picked up on that very quickly, and they're going straight for the Archer Auxilia right now. Slowly but surely, because they are exhausted and very tired. The Archers are actually running nearly as fast as them, and they're going to give up right here. But here comes the charge now, the heroic charge. Straight into the back of the Archer Auxilia here, causing them to instantly rout pretty much. There we go, bye. Meanwhile, the Triarii are charging over those Armenian Cataphracts there, and they're getting attacked by the Archers at the moment, which is why I quickly need to take them all out. And he has saved 2 units Triarii to attack me right here. Here they come. But my Cataphracts, well, at least I'm going to try and get my Cataphracts away, but it doesn't end up working. But there we go. So green is pretty much surrounded by Cataphracts now, and I've got my Silver Shield Pikemen running in very closely now. It's only a matter of time before they do get sandwiched by the Cataphracts and the Pikemen. Here comes the Armenian Cataphracts now, looking for a charge into the back of the Triarii, who are facing the wrong way. But he does manage to turn them around and charge them to Cataphracts here, but the Cataphracts will win out this battle, although lose a lot of horses because of their upgrades. And my Pikemen are now begun engaging with some Archer Auxilia here, and soon to be the Triarii. And my guys are taking some fire arrows here to the face. And he's going to devote all his Triarii now straight into the Armenian Cataphracts, which is not good because my Spearmen are about to flank him. And also my Cataphracts. So the Armenian Georfrie is going to get his Cataphracts straight out there. He actually lost a unit trying to do that, but he's got him out. Now the Triarii all stuck together into the spears, and they are getting really destroyed here, completely flanked by these Spearmen. And my Cataphracts have now come round. They're still all exhausted, however, and so are the Armenian Cataphracts. But he's left these units wide open here, and it's going to cause a mass rout seeing all the Cataphracts approaching, and it's going to charge straight into them and finish them off. And that there was game over. We had to chase down these Roman cavalry for some reason, but good game to my opponents, and very good game to Georfrie and my ally. So I'll see you guys soon, and I'll just get the scoreboard 1 second. Here's the scoreboard. As you can see, the Greens went for quantity over quality, as his Roman ally actually went for quality over quantity. So the Green had almost double his troops there, and they didn't get much kills at all. I killed more than both of them put together right there with 1,680, and still had most of my army remaining. But good game to my opponent, to Ripper and General Lothar, and good game to Geoffrey, my ally, and I'll see you guys soon.